For this year, I'm really dedicated to the idea of creating as many of the pieces in my closet as I can myself. And that is because I'm just sick of not being able to find things that I want, or in general, just spending a lot of money on them. And if I can try to make them, because I also enjoy doing that, why wouldn't I do that? So first step to my dream wardrobe of this year is my dream top. And that means just a top that I can wear with literally anything and anywhere. So it's not like too casual, not too dressy. It can literally be paired with anything and it'll work. And so I found this pattern on Etsy, and I love a puff sleeve, so I'm modifying it a little bit to combine two of their patterns to make hopefully the dreamiest top. I found this really good fabric at Salvation Army like a year ago, I want to say. Whenever I thrift fabric, I hoard it because I feel like I'm never going to find that again. So today is the day. I'm going to use it. I'm really excited about it. So today you and I are just going to be sewing together and sewing my favorite top of 2024 and beyond. But we'll start there, and I'll link the pattern down below in case you want to use it also. I thrifted this sheet a while ago, like a long time ago, for $5, and I'm not sure that I even have enough fabric for this, so I need to actually test this out and see and lay the pattern pieces, but like a sheet or a top sheet or something. And it has this like red and white striping on it, or it's white with red striping. And I am a sucker for anything red and white striped. So I'm very, very excited to see. I'm hoping that this will work. Like a time traveler. I've cut out all of the pieces of the pattern. I'm feeling very good about it. I had enough fabric, which is so great, and I really love this because I think what I'm going for is kind of like a Ghani, like as far as the stripes go, it reminds me of a Ghani piece or something. This pattern I'm really excited about. One of my favorite pattern shops is Puff and Pencil, and I'm using the puff sleeve from one of their other dresses that I did with their tie waist blouse, which I think is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a great combination. So I'm hopeful. And we're just going to kind of get into it. I'm gonna pull up the directions. The only negative I have to say about buying patterns on Etsy is sometimes it can be so confusing. Like when you right after you buy them, at least on your phone, you can't like open them on the Etsy app. You have to like go to your email and then go through that and then save it to your files, which it makes sense. So I'm actually really not complaining. I'm just saying like that's a step. And anyway, I have been like trying to do my big patterns, you guys. I think I mentioned it in one of my other ones. I think it's the A0 paper, like big paper, and then they ship it to you. But I literally decided to do this morning. So I just did it like this, which as I was doing, I was like, it's really not as bad as I always think it is. Anyway, Puff and Pencil, one of the reasons that I love them is because their directions are super, super easy to follow. They have a QR code that I just scanned, and then it takes you over to their YouTube page where they have a bunch of shorts. They have playlists like for the tie blouse. This is the one I'm doing. I'm just literally going to follow the instructions. So this is really just a sew with me. I wanted to do a pattern that hopefully you can recreate if you want to try this out. Also, not to mention, if you are interested in sewing this year, I think like, again, you guys know I only restarted again last year, and it has just like been my literally probably my top favorite hobby that I've picked up within the past year or so, or just honestly in the past like few years. This is my favorite one because I just love it so much and I think it's so fun. And so if you need the push to do it, I have the Brother CPX 100X, which I love this machine. I've had the Singer like basic original one before this my whole life. But my sister actually a few years ago thrifted this really cool vintage one, and I like am so obsessed with it. So there are like so many options. Like if you go on Facebook Marketplace, I bet there are a ton of different sewing machines. But that's just my monologue for the day. I just pinned on the casings to the inner part of the blouse, which I think the ties are gonna run through. And then now it says to sew darts. So that's what I'm going to do, is do my darts. And then we'll get into the shoulder seams, I think. Darts are ironed up, as the instructions say. I'm so disorganized. That's like a goal. I want to be better organized sewing. Oh my, Rack, come here. I'm gonna get something like that. Here's what we have. Let's try it on, just for the giggles. I love this part, because this is like the most exciting. I also did not snip. I'm gonna do the facing, and I didn't snip the back. There's supposed to be like a little thing in the middle. So keyhole I want to say.
Okay, so next part is the neck facings, and I used to think this part was so scary, and now I like love doing them because it's so satisfying. So I just cut the little keyhole design, or like the keyhole slit down it, and then I sew the back piece and the front piece together, and then you make ties that will go behind the neck, and you can like tie it, you know, shut so that you can fit your head in through it, and then it shows you exactly like where to do it with pictures, like where to put it so that you don't sew it all around the neck, but you sew it in just the spot that you need to. And then basically you're going to flip it out and then it'll all be like nice and seamless. So you sew around the entire neckline. And suddenly we call it a day because my snow dogs are begging to go play in the snow. And then that brings us to the next day.
A new dawn, a new day. Yesterday, I literally... it was getting dark and I was like, I don't know why I didn't think to just bring my lights downstairs. I'm very excited because I was actually like on Pinterest last night and I kept like screenshotting different ideas for sewing, and this fit a lot of like the things that I feel like I've been wanting in a top. Is something that like ties and has some sort of detail like that, but then also has a puff sleeve. I feel like this will be a great shirt to wear like in the spring, summer, fall. Also in the winter, like under things, I think it'll be cute. So we got to attach the facing to the blouse now. As you can see, I already pinned the facing and then it told me to pin the ties into the facing as well. It's a good day when my corners turn out like this. I need to press them now, but the tie is actually in it. And it like is secure too. Now I'm just going to go iron this all down because one time I didn't do that actually on Christmas for one of my Christmas dresses, and it kept flapping up the entire night, so I need to actually listen to the directions. Welcome to my ironing station. It's in my bathroom because I'm scared that my cats will get to it, and so I just kind of set it up in here. And my other view while I am filming this is this. Also, we just got one of those Tushy bidets. Well, we've actually had it since we've moved into this house in 2020. Jared and I were like out, I don't know, like last weekend, and I was like, wait, I thought we bought one of those. And he came home and he installed it because we totally forgot about it. I don't know. But anyway. Also with this kind of facing, I've been sewing it into the shoulder. So this is like this side of the facing. This is like the shoulder seam that goes right here. And I'm just going to do a quick line across that. Just again, so it stays down, because that is like the most annoying thing, is when you're wearing something and it keeps flopping up. And especially when you made it, like when I know I made it and I'm like, who fucking made this? This sucks. Yeah. Okay, it's starting to take full on shape, because then this is the front, and then the back part, keyhole thing, you can make a little bow out of. Hold on. The neckline looks great, I think. Next up, I'm very excited because I'm like, I want to see how it's going to look. So I am doing the sleeves. I'm balloon sleeving them, so I'm gathering the sleeves. So I just did it to this one, and I made the lines, the stripes go this way, horizontal instead of vertical, to kind of, you know, add some fun. And so I'm going to do this to this one. So I just do one stitch around normally, and then I do one stitch next to that one and then pull, you know. Trying to be better about, like I've been saying, I want to stop rushing my projects. Actually, I'm like, if there's a faster way to do this, I'm going to do it. So I always put it up to like the highest speed. So now I'm keeping it in the middle, or in between the middle and highest, because I'm like, you know what? I have the time. It's literally blizzarding out right now, which is like the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. So I'm just like taking my good old time. Also, today really is like the best day ever, because we were just sitting and eating lunch and watching a squirrel eat the apples out of our apple tree that are left over. I don't know how like healthy that is for them, because those apples have been like on their way out for a while, but we can't reach them at the top. So he was enjoying the apple nonetheless. Like, he was fully enjoying it. He was at the top of the tree just chomping, and we watched for probably, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Like, how fluffy will this be, do you think? Super? Not much? Probably not much, but maybe a little. I mean, I am wearing a sweatshirt. Are we getting the vision? I just sewed shoulders on, or the shoulders, the sleeves. Thank you, the sleeves. And it turned out great. Now I'm just doing a rolled hem, and then I'm going to make it so I can insert elastic and just have elastic for like the arms. This album, it's the Tate McRae Think Later. It's my current favorite, and I've liked Tate McRae, I've liked her music, but this album, when this came out, has made me a complete stan. I liked Think Later, Run for the Hills, Hurt My Feelings. So if you're looking for like pop music and a new pop star to love, Tate McRae. And if you already love her, I'm pretty sure she's like right next to Taylor Swift on the Billboard charts, so she doesn't need this, but I highly recommend. The sleeves. Okay, cute. I'm gonna try it on and just see how it looks with them. I did like the elastic and everything too. Okay, that's a good sleeve that I'm very, very happy with. Okay, so this is where we're at. We're at the prepare side panels. Sew the side panels in the sides. This is the little graphic. So I've never done anything like this before, so I'm curious to see how this is going to go. I'm excited because as I was putting it on, I thought it was a little tight, so I'm like, okay, maybe this is supposed to help that. I just did something that I've never done before on here, or on like a piece, so it had me do like this inner kind of triangle, if you can see that there, right there, where the ties are gonna basically go. And it made me leave like a little hole here, I think, so the ties can pass through it. But it's very interesting. And so I had to look up their YouTube videos, which are super, super helpful. But you basically can just see you go through them. Other than that, now I've got to figure out how to do the ties through it. So that's next. I literally don't even know if this will work because as I was pinning it, well, it didn't look like it would be long enough, the casing for the tie on the waist, but when I'm pinning it, it does, so we'll see. Oh, God. I am a little bit worried that this is going to look like a pillowcase made into a top, but I'm also not, if you know what I mean. What the fuck? How do some of these things happen? I don't understand when I'm being so careful. Like, you know? I have to seam her a little bit. It's not like the worst thing that's happened, but it got like scrunched somehow. Oh, you know why? It's because it's pinned on the other side. That's why. Fixed it. You guys, I am so obsessed with the construction of this top. I actually think I nailed it, and I'm very excited. I think this may be my favorite piece I've ever made, and it might seem so simple, because I've made like super like fun jackets that I really like too. But this, to me, I just needed like an everyday top that I can just throw on and feel cute about. And like, this is it. Like the sleeves, how they go like that. I like that they go a different direction too. Now I do have a question for you guys, and I need your help because I feel like if I do it, it might be the wrong decision. But see how the length is on this shirt, right? Would it look better a little bit shorter? I kind of think it will, but I'm like so afraid because I do really like it like how it is normally when it's long like this, because I feel like it kind of looks apron-like or like scrub-like. I'm not sure, but I really do like this. So let me know what you think about the length, but it has like the little slit openings, and actually Puffin Pencil just released another pattern today, and I'm very excited. I'm gonna try that one out. Also, this is not sponsored by Puffin Pencil. I just really like their pattern. So that one might be my next one, but anyway, love this. I'm very happy with it, and I highly recommend the pattern. I think it's a really easy one. I wanna make this in other colors. Like I feel like a black one, like this kind of silhouette with the length too, with black pants and like black pointed kitten heels would be so like sexy and nice. Also love that you can just like, you know, adjust how tight you want it here, because there's like a tie running through there, and so you can kind of cinch it to your waist if you want to. It looks super cute and it's really fun. It doesn't look as bedding-like as I thought it would. Like it definitely totally what used to be like bedding, but I think it can pass for a cute shirt. And I really like this. And here's how I have it styled, with some red little like Mary Jane heels and jeans, which is this like exactly what I wanted this for, literally. So I am thrilled to say the least. Honestly, like I'm very into this, like a lot more than I thought. Like halfway through I was so nervous. With all that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. This video hopefully is the start of a series within this year of making my own clothes, because I just want a wardrobe that I'm like so obsessed with, and some of the pieces that I really want I can't find, whatever the case is, so I'm just going to try to make them. And here's the start of that. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Subscribe also if you like these sewing videos, and if you'd like more, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.